All right, we are live. Let me pull it up real quick. All right, we are live. Claudius, what's up? I finally printed off the phone stand. I just finished printing it off, actually. Hello? My mic working? Awesome. All right. That's weird. I don't know why I can't hear it. Okay, so we are going to be. Yeah, I do like it, dude. It's so cool. I'm about to do a short of it after this. It's sick. Um, we are printing off the infamous Galactus popcorn bucket. That's $60. For some reason, they decided to make it because they put two little LEDs in it, and people like me would buy it, but I'm not buying it. So we're gonna be printing off our own version, and it's completely free. And I'm using a well, for first off, I'm using a different printer than I usually use. I usually use my Anycubic Cobra 3 combo, but today I'm using the Elegoo Centauri Carbon. And we are using a purple and black dual color silk filament. And it's going to come out pretty cool. I have this at sort of a different angle, so that way you guys are able to see what is going on inside of the printer. And dang, my printer's. I thought I really helped it when I put those feet underneath it, but I guess it still shakes a little bit. But luckily, it's not that bad. Um, so it says that it's going to take about 2.5 hours, I think. So we got a little bit of a print going on, and I have this one a little bit faster, so that way you guys can actually see it moving nonstop. And from the angle that it's printing at, I think you should be able to see the black and the purple at the same time, but you might end up seeing more of the black side of the filament rather than the purple. So we'll just have to wait and see. I upgraded my Elegoo Centauri Carbon, filmed a video about it, so you guys can keep a lookout either tomorrow or Monday. I will have my upgraded Elegoo Centauri Carbon video, and I have about 7 upgrades that I added to it just to personalize and or make it better. So yeah, pretty cool stuff going on. Sort of what are you getting? Actually, let me check real quick how many print hours I have on this one. Is there a way I can just see, like, I guess on the settings maybe? Huh. Is there a way, like, is there a setting that you can just see, like, your total time printing on the machine? I would say I probably have a couple hundred by now. And I've had nothing but success with it. I've literally had one failure, and that was because of myself not loading in the filament properly. Besides that, this printer has been doing all the work tremendously. And I think the only time that it's ever been a little weird, besides me, is it from the lid being on, and I was using PLA, which you can't really do. But yeah, it has been a phenomenal printer, just like the Cobra 3. As long as you know how to set them up properly, any 3D printer should really work and be a fairly good printer. And this one's just been phenomenal. Yeah, some of the early ones were definitely having some issues. I don't know if I have an early one. I don't think I do, because I have the multi-filament port in the back. The light on it works, even though I don't like using it. That's why I put the LEDs in there. I don't even know if it'll make a difference if I turn it on. Let me see if you guys can see a difference. Yeah, no, just stupid. And thank you. Yeah, I added a couple things. You guys will see it in the video. Some of it's just small personalization. Some of it is actually better. This cryo grip build plate that I have, the teal one, crazy sticky. Like, to the point where when you touch it, it feels like it has like some, what do you call it? There's like a word for like a little bit of stick, but it definitely has a little bit of like grip to it. And crazy good adhesion. And so far with this printer has been nothing but positive. And except for how loud it is. I don't even know. Can you guys hear it from here? Like through my mic? Are you guys able to hear how loud this printer is? Because this printer is loud. Girly Pops, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Appreciate you coming out. We got a couple people in here right now. Let me start a poll. Felicia, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Brent, appreciate you guys watching. Okay, good. I was glad that you guys can really hear it. That's the only thing that made me nervous about printing with this, is if you guys can hear it as loud as I do, you'd be like, yeah, I'm not watching this. Because let me just try to hold it up real quick so you guys can hear it. It's not like intolerable, but it's just louder than like I would have expected. But part of that might also be that I have it on like the max speed settings, so like it's pushing as hard as it can. But it just feels like it just does a lot of clinking and stuff. But nothing's doing anything wrong. It's just strong motors. Oh wow. Right now the build plate I think is at 60. Oh, 65. That's too high. Whatever. Too late now. I have the build plate at 65. I didn't set it at that. Usually I keep them at either 55 or 60, which I think this build plate actually doesn't even call for that. Oh wow, PLA is only 30 to 50. Huh. I should probably tone that down a little bit then, huh? Whatever. It'll be fine. Let me create a poll for you guys. Thank you, Felicia. I appreciate it. Landon, how you doing? Welcome back to another stream. Let me get this poll up real quick. Do I have a site name where you can buy these build plates? So this build plate is from BQ, and you spell it BIQI, but I actually just got it off of Amazon. If you search up, technically, this isn't even a Elegoo Centauri carbon sized build plate. This is actually meant for bamboo X1 carbon, but the X1 carbon I think is 1 millimeter larger each way than this printer. So it actually is a little bit too small for this printer, but it's so close that you can just hold it, like adjust it a little bit to the side and forward, and you can't even tell. Um, and if you just search up like cryo grip build plate for bamboo, or even the Elegoo Centauri carbon, doesn't really matter how you search it. Either way, it'll come up with this. And yeah, the instructions came off easily, and it was easy to understand how to use it. And it's so cool. It came out really, really, really good. And I'm so glad that I was able to I literally installed the new extruder uh, nozzle and recalibrated it. First print, that's the first one I did. Multicolor came off perfect, and you have to check it. So awesome model, came off perfect. Yeah, cryo grip. I think the reason they call it that, here's my theory. There's two things. Either it's literally just a cool name for the build plate and the color, or, and this is what I actually think it does do, I think it has, I don't know if it's the type of like metal that they use in this thing or how it works, it cools faster, or you don't need to heat it up as much as other ones, because this one, the build plate only calls for 30 to 50 Celsius for PLA, and then 50 to 70 for ABSs. So I think it might have something to do with you don't need to actually heat it up as much, or it just cools down faster. So that's my theory on those. Have you ever gotten a glob around the hot end? Not on this printer. And honestly, if you do, it's probably because your Z offset wasn't set properly. That's the only thing that I could think of. So just make sure that you check that. I have somebody else, a couple people asking me if what were they asking me? I forgot what I was just saying. What was I just talking about? Oh, I had a couple of people asking me like how to fix their printers because they keep getting failed prints and the first layer isn't coming off right. Just check that first layer. Make sure your Z offset is just squishing the filament low enough so that way it sticks, but not so much that you're just dragging across the plate. Possible. Could be something else. Could have something to do with your filament, the heat, whatever. But I would say check that out. Make sure you have the lid on or off if you need it to have on or off, depending on the material. So, fight night, baby. Yeah. Do I got any UFC fans in this chat? I had the last time there was a fight night, some of us were talking about it, and I don't think anybody ever watched it. But tonight is Poirier versus Holloway 3. It's gonna be a huge card. This is gonna be a big card. This will definitely be like top 20 biggest what do you call it? Pay-per-views. I guarantee it. Do you know if the Quincy nozzle is available by Elegoo yet? So it's funny that you say that, Jay, because I just got an email today that my 0.6 millimeter nozzle is on its way, and I ordered it like 2 months ago because I had one that broke on here. I broke it. It was my fault. I would say check their website, or honestly, the one that's printing right now, like the one that I literally have printing on there right now, is not Elegoo. It's Amazon. It's an off-brand print or off-brand nozzle. So you don't necessarily need to have name brand stuff all the time. It's better to, but if it's going to take 3 months, just get one off of Amazon. It'll come in a week or whatever. Same price by the time you pay for shipping and stuff. So, Army, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you're 3 weeks new. Yeah. You'll have failures. That's just part of it. You're gonna have failed prints and issues every once in a while, but it's all part of the hobby. So, Axel, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, dude, you should definitely watch tonight's fight. It's definitely a big card. To me, I don't think the fight is actually going to be like a good fight. I think it's going to be more of an exhibition, sort of like a homage to Poirier leaving, and it's just like, you know, you had a good run. Two guys that are crazy good fighters just out there swinging at each other, and I honestly don't see either one of them going out there to take the other one's head off. So it'll be a little bit of a exhibition fight, to be honest. In my head, that's what I'm picturing. But who knows? They could go out there and just start laying haymakers on each other. So we'll see. They both like to fight, but for his last fight, I could definitely see them both taking it easy. Our Elegoo's good. You just got a Bamboo A1. Any printer can be good. It just depends on what you know about 3D printing and how you set up your settings, and if your printer is able to produce that type of quality print. It shouldn't really matter what prints you have. They should all be printing off the same quality. I forgot to put a support on the front. That's going to look ugly. I'm telling you guys right now, the chin is going to be weird looking. Do you guys want me to zoom in a little bit? Should I zoom in on the print a little bit so that way you guys can see it and you're not looking at so much like dead space around it? How you doing, stop motion? I'm printing off a Galactus popcorn bucket, but it's going to be a small one. Yeah? Okay. Let me zoom it in real quick. There we go. And you guys can already see the little bit of failed area because I didn't put a support in, but it's already like fixed itself, so it'll be okay. Don't worry about it. Disagree, gonna be bloody. All right, we'll see. We'll see. Another question I have is if you think Bruce Buffer is gonna call Dustin Poirier the one, the only. He's only saved it for 3 people: Alex Pereira, Conor McGregor, and John Jones. You think he'll start spreading it for him or no? I already know that his one of his nicknames is the greatest fighter to never touch gold, which is definitely true. I was watching, I seen a TikTok of all of his fights, like the last like 20 seconds of each of his fights ever in the UFC. He was crazy back in the day. Like he was so good. I mean, he's still good, right? But like when he first started in the UFC, ooh, he was an animal. And then he definitely got humbled up a little bit whenever McGregor showed up. Old school McGregor, nobody could handle him. It was just a totally different breed that nobody was ever used to seeing. And it's just crazy how many fighters he just completely shut up so fast. It's crazy. It's a little cockeyed. Why does my camera look cockeyed? Is it? It's all right. What am I looking at? All right. Am I using tree support? Yes. You got the X1 Carbon. Great printer. You're not going to have any problems with it. Well, you might, but I guess you could have a problem with any 3D printer, but you should be set with that one. Oh, okay, you're able to fix it. Nice. That's good. Chris, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. I appreciate you joining up. I was going to say at the beginning, I had a sign up for a while, and I was rethinking it because it's kind of a stupid idea. Originally, I wanted to offer up super chats um, for a shout out and a short video of what you suggest to print. But that's just too much, I think. I kind of want to start incorporating gifts somehow because those are a lot easier to send. And Mo just sent me some floating hearts for 10 jewels, and that's exactly what I'm talking about. So, I don't have a sign, but if you send me a gift, I'll change the color of the lights. And let me show you all something real quick. Where the heck is the light button at? Here it is. Boop, 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 boop. You send me a gift, I'll change the color of the lights, whatever color you want. And we'll be going back and forth on them. How's the poll doing? Where's the poll? Where's my mouse? Oh, it's on the charging station. We got 14 votes. Everybody says yes, except for 20% of you guys don't think it's going to be good. I think Fantastic Four is going to be a fantastic movie. But we'll see. I think The Thing is a little weird. But he's always kind of like, isn't The Thing, like in the comics, isn't he always kind of like a mope? He's like, oh, I'm so ugly and weird looking now. Yeah, who cares? It's clobbering time, you know what I'm saying? What am I printing? This is a Galactus head popcorn bucket, but it's going to be a little one. It's a little share-sized popcorn bucket for like little bits of popcorn, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, all right here, you can see that drooping filament. Should have put a support there. It didn't generate it because of the way I have it set up to generate, but I should have looked at the model a little bit better, but I was just excited to get on the stream. So this will be a great print at the end, but the start of it right here is going to be a little droopy. So, right, yeah, and that's the thing with 3D printing too. You got to remember that the extruder nozzle, the print bed, even all the tubing, all of the stuff that basically isn't a steel, like stainless steel metal, is in some way, shape, or form a consumable. Fans break on things, stuff breaks, and that is just the I can't think of the word, but that's just part of like the hobby. Things happen, but that's with everything. You know, if anything that you're into, there's going to be some form of expense that's going to just lead to it end up running out or wearing out. So having issues with 3D printers is not crazy impossible, especially for even the Bamboos and Prushas. They have issues. So it's just part of it. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Yeah, yeah. I've been 3D printing for about um, let's see, over 3 years now, and I've never spent over $500 for a 3D printer, nor will I ever, because that's a lot of money. Literally, the most expensive printer that I'm going to have in my farm is one that I'm getting sent to me. And I made a lot of cool stuff. I don't know if you guys have seen my videos and stuff. I made a lot of cool things, and the more expensive the printer doesn't always mean the better the prints or the ease of use. So just keep that in mind. Stefan, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. I hear that. If I could just mess around with the 3D printing, or sorry, 3D modeling softwares a little bit, I could probably do some half decent work. And I'd like to be able to make my own stuff and then print it off. But I'd rather just the people who are good at it make the stuff, and then I'll just print it. Should you get an AMS if you have an A1? I would suggest it if you don't like to sand and paint. If you just want to print things off and have it done in the color, yeah, I would say do it. And then plus, if you ever get any of the other printers, you can always just add it to that one too. So, yeah, 3D printing is scary addicting. Yeah, right. Yeah, but I made a couple of very small things. I made like a controller holder one time, but like the things that I really want to make, I'm not like anywhere near where I need to be able to do that. So I feel that. Who's ale, dude? What? Harvard learn a few. Right now, I am printing off a Galactus popcorn bucket, but it's like a mini one. It's like a rinky dinky popcorn bucket, you know. But yeah. So it's gonna be like a little handheld popcorn bucket. Yeah, the only thing that I've really gotten into when it comes to designing anything is Tinkercad, just because um, it's free and it's somewhat easy to uh, learn and use, and the little you know the little shapes and stuff that they have on there are pretty easy to manipulate and adjust to the right size that you want. Versus some of the other ones, it's kind of hard to get an exact like. It's not very helpful. It's not as user friendly and guiding as Tinkercad is. So that's why I use that one. Hey, Dayton, thanks for the 2 jewels. Boop. Oh, white's boring. We're not doing white. What's the next one? That's boring, boring. Yeah, we do red. Tinkercad is all I use for my designing processes. Nice. Dang, you do all that on Tinkercad? That's pretty impressive. Do I even have the holder that I made? I don't even have the controller stand that I made. I made one thing on Tinkercad and I threw it out. Or I did something with it. I don't know where it's at. Maybe I sold it. Yeah, Tinkercad's definitely the way to go if you want something for free. It's so easy. So the printer that I am using right now that you're watching is the Elegoo Centauri Carbon, and it is 299 USD. See you later, True One. Thanks for coming out to the stream. Appreciate it. Yeah, so it is 299 from Elegoo Centauri Carbon. The build plate that you see and also the lights that I have turned on inside of it are upgrades that I added to it. And I actually have a video coming out soon about the upgrades that I put into the machine. And if you want to see an unboxing and like a setup of this printer, I have that on my channel as well. So you're able to see it firsthand, my first impressions, and the easiest thing I've ever had to set up in my life. It was almost like plug and play. So definitely a great beginner 3D printer. You know what else is kind of funny? I think these lights have like a noise mode or something. Let me see if it works. No, that's crazy. We're not doing that. Oh my goodness. Is this my favorite printer? Probably. It's either this one or my Cobra 3. But honestly, this one is a lot more reliable. Every time I hit go on this, it just works every single time. I never have an issue with it. The Cobra 3 had a couple issues with it. Not even so much with the machine, but just the Ace Pro, the filament breaking inside of it, and you know, things like that causing an issue. But besides that, it's a really good printer. Do you like the light show? I can't remember if I can do it off of my computer, but I can just have it like constantly changing. Let me check real quick. Ooh, hold on. I think I found an app for it. So I can just change the colors and do like different patterns from here. Dang, we got a lot of people saying no on Fantastic Four, huh? I'm kind of nervous for that movie. I don't know if it'll be good. We'll see. Yes. I'm not really sure what the difference is between a super sticker and a gift. I don't know what the difference is. All right. The 3D printer that you're watching right now is the Elegoo Centauri Carbon. It's Core XY 3D printer. And I am working on making something look cool here in a second. So give me 1 second. Hey, Rusty, what's going on? Welcome back to the stream. Sorry, guys, I was trying to figure out how to get my lights to do this cool thing that you guys are seeing now. It's gonna be blinking around like that. Mopar, welcome to the stream. The STL file I got off of, I think, Printables, and it was free. Just search up Galactus popcorn bucket. Don't pay for it on Colts. It's a ripoff. All right. Oh, Dark Summers is here. Sorry, guys. It's been a while. I was doing stuff, but now I'm back. And I can't tell. I think that's the black side of the filament. Oh, no, it's the purple side. There we go. Let me switch up the angle a little bit. We only got 8 people in here right now. It's probably because it went quiet there for a second. Let's see. Yeah, I definitely dropped low. Whoa, 6 people. Okay, let's try to get this stream back up. Yeah, dual color filament. It's black on one side and purple on the other. And it's from Galactus. I'm doing a little bit on of a different one today. And it's going to, yes, this is a 3D printer. This is the Elegoo Centauri Carbon. Usually I do it on my Anycubic Cobra. But today we're going to do it on the Centauri Carbon. Did some upgrades to it. It's pretty cool. Yo, man, is it Jose or Jose? I can't remember. But hey, man, how you doing? Appreciate you coming out to the stream. Brew Bryce, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Thank you, Nikki. I appreciate it. Right now, we're coming up on the first hour. So we are about, let's see, almost halfway through. We still have like another hour and 20 minutes left of this. And it's coming out pretty good. Yeah, definitely. Definitely a solid machine. The LEDs that you're seeing and the blue build plate, that's all from me. I added that. I'll have an upgrades video coming out soon, and you guys can check out all of the upgrades that I've added to the machine. But do you guys want me to switch the angle, or do you like the angle it's at? I think it's pretty cool straight on. I could zoom it out a little bit. Whatever you guys want me to do. It's a pretty good spot, honestly. So it's actually a cryo grip build plate from BQ. And you can find these on Amazon. It's technically... Angle's fine? Okay, good. Technically, it is for a Bamboo Labs machine, for the X1 Carbon specifically. But it is only 1 millimeter larger each way for the Centauri Carbon. So technically the build plate doesn't fit perfectly, but it's only 1 millimeter. So it's like it barely, it's like ever so slightly too small for this printer, but it works. Joey, what slicer am I using? I use, honestly, what is it even called? Just Anycubic or, sorry, Elegoo slicer. I just use whatever the printer came with. Works perfectly fine. Kind of tired of hearing everybody talk about Orca because it was literally a massive copy of just like the Prusa slicer, except it included it for every single printer. Nowadays, every printer has their own version of the Prusa slicer, so pretty much all the same stuff. It's all the same exact stuff. Yeah, definitely. So this build plate, I don't know why they call it the cryo grip. I think it either has something to do with the technology in the middle cools it down faster, so that way you can actually get the print off quicker. But now that I'm looking at it, I think it's because it doesn't need to be heated up as much as other build plates, because the texture on it is extremely sticky. Like these build plates, literally to the touch, are just sticky. And I actually need to look up how to properly clean these things because I don't think it's from like IPA. So I'm not really sure how to clean these properly. So we'll see. Have you ever created any Transformers heads? No, but that is a good idea. I've actually never printed off anything Transformers, which I definitely should. I've done Pokemon, Squid Game, Star Wars, Marvel, FNAF, COD Zombies, Godzilla, Minecraft. I've done like every single franchise. I've done Harry Potter. I've done Fortnite, Shrek, like literally everything. So Transformers is definitely a cool thing. I've seen a couple of actual like transforming models that goes from like the car to the robot. So definitely some cool models I need to check out for that. Cesar, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. And actually, welcome back. I think I've seen you here before. Do I have any other printers? Yes. So this is the Elegoo Centauri Carbon. I also have a Elegoo Neptune 3 Pro and a Neptune 4 Max. Those are both bed slingers, which basically means that the bed goes back and forth. Like you can see how the print head is moving around forward and back and side to side. On the bed slingers, the bed goes back and forth and the print head only goes side to side. So a little bit of a different type of printer, but you know, still FDM. And then I also have an Anycubic Cobra 3, which is another bed slinger, except that one is multi-filament, so I can do multiple colors on one print. And then I also have two resin 3D printers, which use resin instead of plastic. So I do have quite the print farm. That's another video that I plan on getting out soon, is a walkthrough of just all of my printers that I have. So yeah. Star Wars, yes. I have a Mandalorian helmet. I've printed off multiple lightsabers. Different figurines. You can see them all on my channel too. I've done like a Boba Fett. It's pretty cool. Chewbacca. Sometimes when I do lives on Friday, I didn't do one this week, but usually I put out a poll every week, and then you guys kind of choose what I do. And I've had it for different lightsabers and then different Marvel relics. I've made Tony Stark's arc reactor that actually lights up. The other week, we just did the Eye of Agamotto with a working eye that also has the time stone in it that lights up green. So a ton of cool projects that I've done on my channel. How long would it take to finish this? Are you asking me how long is this print going to take? If so, 2 hours and 28 minutes was the total print time. And right now, I think we're past the 50% mark. And a majority of what this was the bottom, and it was all like very solid infill. And then the rest of this is just going to be the crazy design ears that his helmet has, and just like a hollow circle. See how it's just completely empty? That's because this is supposed to be a popcorn bucket. This is going to end up to turn into more of like a cup, because the popcorn bucket was going to take like 12 hours to print. And I'm not sitting here for 12 hours, you know what I'm saying? So, do I make my own designs? No. No way. I'm not that talented. Definitely takes a lot of work to 3D model. Some people are just naturally good at it. Some people have been doing it forever. So I let the pros do it, and then I just take their models and print them off. But it kind of depends whether or not I like to, or whether or not I like to, whether I want to pay for it or not. And this was a free file, so very cool. I've made a couple of models that I've posted. Specifically, I made a PS5 controller stand, but it's like the most simple thing you've ever witnessed. Literally is a white stand that says PS5 on it. How amazing is that? And yeah, in case you guys want to see like other cool build plates, I'm going to show you real quick. Like DJ just said, you can get some with pretty cool designs. This one has a cool design, and it's like a wave effect. And then on the other side, which you guys can get a sneak peek at what some fellow 3D printing enthusiast made me. He made a little phone stand, so it's kind of hard to see it. It's still on the build plate. But then this side is like a cool wave effect. Really neat. These are so inexpensive on Amazon. They're only like $20-something. So, and yeah, the #1 top fan right now in the chat, Claudius, he's the one who actually made this phone stand. And it's so cool. I'm so excited to use it. Yeah, definitely. I think that's kind of the whole point of this cryo grip one. And of course, me being, me, I was just throwing it on there and letting it rip. It's actually not supposed to be heating up as much as I am letting it heat up. Right now it's at 65 Celsius, and it's only supposed to go up to like 50. So, yeah, that's something I'm going to need to fix afterwards. Not right now. Yeah, right. It looks so cool. I was gonna use white because technically my logo. I think my logo, the Kosh Tech part is white, and then I think it has like a teal design around it. But I was like, me, this one looks cooler. It'll stand out a little bit more. I got a ceiling fan right above it. I mean, it's pretty. It's all open right now too, so like it's not getting super heated up. So I'm not too worried about it. After this print, I'll definitely adjust it a little bit. Can you send designs to me to print? Oh yeah, definitely, 100%. That's actually what Claudius did. He sent me that file of my logo on a phone stand, and I printed it out. And I'm going to be doing a short of it. And um, if you want me to, I can shout out your channel, or if you have an Instagram or whatever, and you want people to check it out, I can definitely do that. And yeah, for sure. Also, um, my channel has just reached 1 million views within the last 28 days, which is insane, dude. That is so cool. So thank you all for checking out my streams and whatnot lately, because we have definitely gone up in numbers. Same thing with the subscribers. I think I'm at like 800 more in the last 28 days. So it's definitely, we're definitely moving up in the YouTube rankings right now, and I really appreciate everybody coming out to these streams every week and chatting with me. And yeah, this is just a ton of fun. Yesterday too, I did a live stream of, what did I do? Oh, I was putting together the Hulk and Hulkbuster, and I don't know if you guys seen it, but dude, this, I'll show you guys real quick just because it's so cool. Wow. So, I need to zoom out a little bit. Whoop. So this was yesterday's live stream. We put together our Hulkbuster versus the Hulk, and it's kind of hard to get a good idea on camera how big this thing is, but this thing is massive. And it took me about an hour and a half to put both of them together. I just solder welded all the pieces together. But it's such a crazy model. And I am going to probably just paint them a little bit, give them a little bit of detail. Like him, I'll do all the gold details and then paint his hair black. But I'm not going to go like full on priming it, airbrushing it. Just that's why I printed out in the colors. That way it's already kind of ready. So yeah, it did come out pretty good. And what would I like to print, you ask? Joey Monster. Whatever you think is cool, I will definitely look into. If you send me a model that you created and you want me to check it out and see if I like it and print it off, put it in a video, I definitely will. That would be sick. How cool would it be? Now listen to me. I got a couple of you guys in here that like messing around with the Tinkercad and whatnot. How cool would it be if I did a video of like 10 files that my fans have made me this month? How sick would that be? And I can print them all out and put them in a video and shout out all you guys. That'd be sick. If you go on the channel, if you click on my channel, it says community tab, right? I think you're able to just send links there. Or even, just send the files in there and then people can download them. But if you send a file in there and you say, hey, check this out, I'll definitely, as long as it's appropriate, right? Don't send me something weird. Because I had some people ask me if I'll print some weird stuff. So, but if it's something that's cool, definitely send it over. Right? Wouldn't that be cool? Thank you, Dark Summers. Yeah, the Hulk and Hulkbuster came together really nice. Had to do it. That was actually a part 2 live stream because the first part was me basically doing nothing for an hour. So that didn't go that well. It's in the same room as your gaming PC. Yeah. Yeah, that could get warm. Even when I play my PlayStation and I have all my friends going at the same time and then I walk out of the room, it's like 100 degrees. Why is the stream all blurry? What the heck is going on? Is the stream getting really blurry for you guys too? Oh my god, what the heck is going on? There we go. Maybe it's just my connection. What the heck is that all about? That was weird. Alright, it looks like it's kind of gotten better now. It seems like it's fine now. That was strange. Yeah, okay, way better. Woo! It obviously wasn't my fault, it was you guys, okay? You made a Sylvian for the wife? Why do I not know what that is? Hold on a second. It better not be inappropriate. Oh, Pokemon. Okay. That's cool. Oh, you made a life-size one. That's actually sick. And it's funny that you say that because I want to make a life-size Charmander, but I don't want to paint it and all that stuff. I just want to print it out in the color and then show it off for you guys. But I think he's going to be like 2 feet tall. Yeah, I had to look it up. I completely forgot. I think there's a possibility. Oh, is that